Okay, under activity 4, you've got lots of typing and formatting to do, but when you get to step number 29, it talks about formatting the cell ranges as currency. I have highlighted D5 through D12 as suggested, told it currency. I'm going to now use the Format Painter. If I double click it, it's going to format those cells as well. I click it again to take off the Format Painter, and that is quickly done. You can see now if I click on any of these columns, they're formatted as currency. We are ready for task 4B, creating the formulas for the summary worksheet. It talks about how to type in the reference to a cell on another worksheet, but instead of typing it in, it's even easier than that. I am as recommended at step 1 there in cell C5. I'm going to type the equal sign. I'm going to go to my week 1 spreadsheet, cell Q5. You see in the formula bar now it shows equal week 1 exclamation mark Q5, just like it recommends you typing. If I hit enter, I am back here. Now if I drag that over, because this is a relative address, it's going to show that there. Now unfortunately what it undoes is my currency, but I can fix that quickly. Now if I highlight those two and I drag them down, it's going to give me week 1's total. And if I do my quick sums here, we see week 1 we should have 444 and 9,550. 444, 9,550. Isn't that a lovely thing? I've done the same thing with weeks 2, 3, and 4 here. We are now at step 6. It says that in cell K5 here, I want to add the values from C5, E5, G5, and I5. Again, if I copy that over, this is going to total one column over, so that's D5, F5, H5, and J5. I format it as currency, like I've done with these other references, and drag those down. Now I want grand totals on everything. Isn't that a thing of beauty? By looking at figure 4 on the bottom of page 16 of the instructions, you can double check and make sure that the totals are correct after you get all of that formatting and boxes drawn as appropriate. We are ready to analyze the sales data starting on page 17. We're going to make sure we're in our summary sheet. We want the detailed data rows and the column header row. So it tells me here that I want A4 through L11. So I'm ignoring the totals here at the bottom. I click on Insert. I want under Pivot Chart, I'm going to drop that down and say Pivot Chart and Pivot Table. Move this up so you can see it. You can see it's already got the range of cells that I've selected. I want to put it on a new worksheet. Tell it OK. Here I am. Step 5 tells me that I want to select the accessory product. I check it. It automatically puts it in the Axis category. And then I also want to pick total units. Because I've got this compressed, I want to do that. And it says, okay, I'm going to put that in the values list as a summation. There's going to be a default heading, which I can fix. Right now it says design, or total, excuse me. I want this to say October unit sales by product type. If you want to show this on 2 lines after the word sales, I can hit enter and it will drop it down to show a second line in this title. I want to sit over here underneath the pivot table, and we're going to rename this worksheet by product type. And because I've done things a little bit out of order, skipping the directions, I want to change the type of chart as well. That was step 7. I was just so anxious to get it done. So if I go up here and go to the Design tab, I can change the chart type, make it a pie chart. And now we have a pie chart. It should look similar to what you see on the bottom of figure 5 on the bottom of page 17. Now we're going to do a what-if analysis. So I want to go to the price list as my current sheet. I can close that so I've got a little more room here. Select cell B3. I want to go to the Data tab. Click down on the what-if analysis, and I want to pick Scenario Manager. I'm going to add a Scenario Manager. The scenario name is going to be Current Pricing. And OK. The value I want is 25. That's the current value. OK. Now I want to add a new one. The next one is going to be called Raising T-shirt to $28. Okay. The value in this case is going to be 28. Okay. Now you see I have 2 scenarios, current pricing and raising t-shirts to 28. Now to apply one of these, I'm going to pick, let's just do current pricing and tell it to show. I close the Scenario Manager, I go back here, and you see that by product type, or in the summary, we have the pricing based on $25, which is a total of $21,215. If I go back to my price list, what if analysis, Scenario Manager, let's see what happens when I show the new price of $28. I close this, I go back to my summary sheet. That would make our total dollar sales $23,210. So, in answer to the question, assuming the price increase would not reduce the number of t-shirts sold, what does the analysis suggest as a monthly dollar increase in accessory product sales if Michael were to implement the price change? And you see the difference now between our original pricing and here. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. See you next time.